One of the things that I've always loved about simple, small space living is the way that it can help connect us to the things in life that are truly important. And that's exactly what this next couple discovered when they decided to downsize into an incredible family tiny house on wheels. Hi Deb, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Great, thank you very much.
Good.
Lovely to meet you.
You too.
G'day Peter, how are you, mate?
I'm great, Bryce, thank you. Nice to meet you.
It's great to meet you, and I am so very excited to see your incredible house.
Yeah, man, we're pretty blessed though, right?
We sure are.
It's a bit of a slice of paradise.
Yes, definitely.
It sure is. So what was it, first of all, that actually inspired you to build a tiny house?
Basically, sort of get out of the rat race of trying to have the bigger, the better, and all the toys down in Auckland, and minimise what we had and sort of spend more time focusing on us as a family and getting out and doing stuff.
Yeah, we really wanted our money to go towards travel and experiences. So yeah, we're pretty blessed to be able to do that.
And you actually sold a house in Auckland to realise all of this, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. And, you know, we lived in South Auckland, and some people say it's a rough area, but for us it was still great. It was our first house, but we just decided we were sick of it, and you know, and then go back for maintenance and everything else, and then the traffic, and tell you what, up here is a bit of a change of pace, that's for sure.
For sure, definitely.
And you really have found such an incredible parking spot for the tiny house as well. Can you tell me a little bit about this location and how you found it?
Yeah, so this property is actually my parents', and so we wanted to be on here to sort of help my mum and dad out, because my mum fell terminally ill with cancer. So for us it was just great to be able to be close, and unfortunately we couldn't get the house on here before mum passed, but we were able to be here to support dad, and which was really important for us, eh?
Yeah, it is.
And it was something that we could afford, but at the same time we really liked the idea of it, eh?
Yeah, and it's so close to Kerikeri, like we love where we live. We can walk into town, we can walk our daughter to her daycare, but then we have the illusion of being in the country as well, which is important.
Yeah, and how amazing that you're actually able to be here and share the property with your father, being close and being able to help him out. That must be so special for you.
Oh, it totally is, you know. I mean, as a son, being able to provide a little bit for dad and at the same time be able to be there for support, you know, during emotional times. I mean, too often us Kiwi blokes, you know, we sort of try and act hard and tough and sort of show no emotion.
Yeah.
But to be able to be here for when it does hit the fan, it was really important.
It's really important, yeah. And you live here together with your daughter, who's 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mackenzie, yeah, she's 4.5 now.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And how does she find the tiny house?
She loves it. She really loves living here, and we have awesome neighbours, so she's like interacting with them, and she's got a beautiful space to run around. She's on her tramp all the time. Tiny living means she's outside all the time, and that's what we wanted. We didn't want to raise her on a device or anything like that. That's really important for us. So she's out and about all the time. So yeah, she loves it.
And what size is the tiny house?
So she's 9 metres by 3 metres. So she's basically almost right on regulation. And the extra sort of 600 mil compared to a 2.4,
Yeah.
it just makes all the difference. Just
Absolutely.
so much more space in the kitchen and just the lounge, and
Yeah.
you know, it's really awesome.
And then you've got this incredible extension here with this deck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was quite good. Dad and I built the deck and built the roof and everything, and it's just doubled the space. And even during the winter time, it gave us all this extra usable space where we could sit out here, put a dining table outside, which I built for us, you know,
Yeah.
so we can have friends and family over, and it's just so many more options
Yeah.
rather than trying to cram it into the house.
Yeah.
And I love the way that you've created real indoor-outdoor flow in this home with the big bifold doors and the bifold window that connects the deck to the kitchen. It really does feel like this deck area is a part of the home, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It totally does, you know, and people talk about a deck brings the indoor-outdoor flow, and for this it just does. It just makes it feel part of it. It doesn't just, it's not an extension, it just is it.
And can you talk to me about the materials that were used in the home's construction?
Yes, we have just cedar, and then we have colour steel. And so the horizontal and the vertical lines we just loved. It just worked really well, and it's beautiful.
The dark metal with the cedar, it definitely is a classic look, but
Yeah.
classic for good reason, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, definitely.
Well, the house looks so cool from the outside, and I am really excited to see what you've done inside. Can we take a look?
Yeah, sure, let's
For
go.
sure.
Great, after you. Oh, this is really beautiful. And especially walking into this part of the home, it feels incredibly spacious, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. For us, the 3 metre is the winning choice every day of the week. You know, it just gives us the extra space, and it just feels so homely and just large, and just for a tiny house, you sort of don't often get that feeling, and
Yeah.
it's beautiful.
And a really comfortable looking couch area in this home, and I love the way that you're entirely surrounded by glass and connection to the outdoors in this room.
Yeah, we were really blessed because we thought we were going to have to get a custom made couch, and we found this couch and it has like storage underneath, and we messaged our builder and we're like, what's the measurement of the house? It was going to be so tight, but it looks like it's completely made for the space.
Literally, we have 10 mil,
Yeah.
Wow.
so we're pretty tight, but
Yeah.
she's perfect.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It definitely does look like it was custom made for the space, so what a
Yeah.
great find. And then I see the rope hanging there in pride of place on the wall. That's got to have a story.
So the rope is just a piece that we were given by close friends of ours when we lived in Canada, and it was just a working man's rope that he used on the ranch, rustling up wild horses and cattle, and we've got it mounted on a nice silver fork that's been bent and twisted up in the shape of a longhorn bull. And it's just a real nice feature piece that we're able to have in our house that has a story, and we get asked about it all the time.
And your daughter's artwork up here in pride of place as well.
Yeah, we get a lot of artwork from her. Some of it discreetly goes in the bin. Some of it we have to put it up in pride of place.
And then behind us here we have your kitchen, and this just looks incredible. So spacious for the size of this house, isn't it? It pretty
Yeah.
much takes up a third of this whole space down here.
Yeah, it does. It was really important for us to have a really big kitchen, and we do. A lot of the places we go to, we can say our kitchen is the same size or even bigger than other places, and it's really cool because we do spend a lot of time in the kitchen.
It's so great that you've got all of this prep area.
Yep, it was really important. Like, I am not the cook in the family, but just having that bench and then this bench for appliances and the little area here that we eat together, like, because prior to that we didn't have the deck built, so we still have family meals every evening. We sit together. There's only the three of us, but it's important that we have family meals together.
And then great sized appliances, really nice fridge, cooker, and I love the sink that you've used in here as well.
Yeah, the builder really came to the party with that. You know, we said we wanted this particular sink, and it was well out of the price range, but when she approached the supplier managed to hook us up with an awesome bargain, and then it fit within the budget, which was great.
Yeah.
Very cool. And you've even got a dishwasher here as well. That's a definite tiny house luxury.
It is. We have the space for it. And yeah, it was kind of a non-negotiable. We had to have a dishwasher of some kind because if Pete's doing the majority of the cooking and I'm on dishes, I kind of wanted the easy way out.
So where's your automatic home chef then?
Oh, that'd be that, probably.
Touche, you do have one, all right. And there is just so much storage in this kitchen.
Yeah, there's more storage than we actually need. We literally have a couple of cupboards where we've just shoved a couple of random things in because we don't know what else to put in them.
And then the pantry set up in the corner there looks really unique.
Yeah, it is. It's all drawers. So we have 4 drawers and all of our pantry items are in there. And it was really important because if you had a cupboard, everything gets stuck at the back and you always forget that you've got items there. So we have the 4 drawers and then we have the cupboard here, and that's where we hide our microwave and then further pantry goods, which is awesome.
Brilliant, what a great design. And I love the pocket door there. That timber really just creates such a feature.
Yeah, our builder, they try to supply us just a normal cavity slider door, and unfortunately the supplier stuffed something up and they weren't able to supply us for like at least a month. And anyway, our cabinet makers decided that they could make something for us that would be way better, and they did. They hit it out of the park.
They sure did. And the beach in the door really just connects it to the whole rest of the house, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It does, it just flows naturally again. Just your eye just glances off everything and just picks up on those little accents everywhere. It's just great.
And I'm guessing that door leads us into the bathroom.
Definitely.
Can we take a look, please?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you very much. Now this is a very spacious bathroom for a tiny home, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, again, we sort of wanted to deck the areas that you use a lot out and try and have the biggest things that we can while not making things feel small. So like our showers are 1 metre by 1 metre shower. So again, for a tiny 1 metre by 1 metre shower is massive. And have our washing machine and all the other amenities that you have in a normal bathroom. And it not feeling cramped or tight or anything was just gold.
So you've actually got the washing machine and all of your laundry and everything packed away behind there?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we got full storage, linen cupboard, and it just works perfectly. Just everything fits in nicely, yeah.
Yep, definitely. Having a washing machine and a child was non-negotiable.
Very, very important, you're right.
Yeah.
And you've even got the flushing toilet in here.
Yeah, we do. We're really blessed. Dad had the sewage and everything hooked up, and it was easier toilet training our daughter with the flushable option rather than compostable. So, yeah.
Really nice vanity unit that you've got there as well, just very neatly tucked into the corner.
Yeah, it's really subtle. It fits in the space really well, and it has enough storage, like quite deep drawers, which is, you know, great for the makeup and little extras. So, yeah, fits perfectly.
It certainly does. And then I see here behind me, you've even got a full-length mirror built into the door. That's such a great addition.
Yeah, that was really important, and because we can't really stand in our loft area, it makes getting ready for work really easy.
And can we check out the lofts upstairs now?
Yeah, definitely.
Cool, thank you very
Let's
much. Again, I love all of the storage that's been built into the stairs here.
Yeah, we have ample room, like with big storage cupboard here, storage, all the stairs have storage, it just makes it so easy.
And then these stairs actually lead into dual lofts, don't they? Because we've got your loft and then your daughter's loft as well.
Yeah, so it's a little bit different. There's a door separating the two, but yeah, it works for us.
Great, let's check it out.
Cool.
Oh, now this is such a great design. It's so unusual what you've done up here, but you can really see the way that you've got your loft up here as well as your daughter's loft connected to it. This really works, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
It does. For us as a family, you know, our daughter's security is important, and so we know that she doesn't have to try and climb up and down stairs without us being around.
And it's such a great design as well because there's certainly more than enough space for both you and your daughter up here, but you've also created a really good sense of privacy for yourselves in this space as well.
Yeah, it was really important. We didn't want her having free reign to walk in whenever she wants to. And also her room is the furthest room from our living area. And that was really important. We can just close the door, keep her in her room, and it's soundproofed as well, so minimal distraction for her.
And is that a wardrobe that you've got behind you as well?
Yeah, we have 3 sections. On either side is some shelves, and then in the middle is some hanging option for us.
Very clever. And can we check out Mackenzie's room?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Cool,
let's go.
thanks. Such a cute little door.
Yeah, not quite made for you, eh, Bryce?
It certainly isn't. But this room is really sweet. Your daughter must absolutely love it in here.
Yeah, she does. It's her little oasis where she can come and play, and she gets to dance and dress up and play around, and she just loves it.
Yeah.
It's so important for kids to have their own space, even in a tiny house, right?
It totally is. Being able to just put your own mark on it, or as I say, be able to close the door and have their own private time and space when they want it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how would you say she's adapted to living in the tiny house?
She loves it. She just thinks that it's normal and doesn't realise that our home is tiny. So when we go to birthday parties for her friends, they live in castles. And yeah, it's great though. But she never thinks we need a bigger home or anything. And she still clears the ceiling quite well. So yeah, works really well for her.
And so how long have you been living in the home now?
Just over a year.
Great. And how are you adapting to tiny house life?
Oh, it's great. I think it's just our normal, and we don't struggle with the size or anything at all. It's just become our completely normal. It's just lovely.
And it must be really great for you now to be so close to your dad and be able to be here in that support role as well.
Yeah, it totally is. You know, we're only just a stone's throw away. It's made a world of difference for him, and also for us, just knowing that if he needs us or whatever he may need, we're there.
And can we talk about the budget that was involved in building this home?
So this fully finished, apart from the deck and the roof, we were able to build it for 140.
Great. That really is a brilliant result, especially considering the size of this home and all of the really quality fixtures that you have in here.
Yeah.
It's everything we could always ask for, and nothing that we don't want or need.
And you've gone from having a sizable mortgage on your previous larger home to now being mortgage-free in a tiny house. How does that feel?
It's very freeing, especially with COVID that hit, and then Peter, his branch closed things down, and we were in a bit of a bind, and it was so nice to actually think, okay, well, it's not that stressful. I mean, I could easily, at the stage I was working 1 day a week teaching, and my 1 day a week could service just the rent that we paid Dad and more. So we're really, really blessed.
Tiny house living has taught me that less is more.
Totally.
Purely just less space, but more family time.
Yep.
Less cleaning up to do, more family time.
Yep.
Less costs, less overheads. You can do more for each other, for other people. It gives you so much more freedom that you don't feel stuck to a household or a mortgage for 25 years. You don't have this noose around your neck. It brings such security as well. Riding out the storms and things like that, you're able to do that with a lot less grey hairs or hair still in your head. You can actually work out what's good for our family and what's best for our family.
Prior to tiny living, we lived a life of excess. So we had 3 bedrooms. One really was a junk room. And it was pretty embarrassing, actually, when we moved out of our home, how much stuff we had accumulated. And it's not like that anymore. And that's something, especially now that we're parents, we don't want to model that to our daughter. And a lot of our free time was spent, obviously, in Auckland, going to the mall. And up here in Northland, we don't have that luxury. So we're out in the, visiting the beach or going on walks and spending time as a family. And that's really important to us.
And so what do you think the future holds for you both now?
Well, we have our beautiful caravan called Wanda, and she's going to take us all over the South Island for a few months. And then hopefully by the end of next year, we hope to have a piece of land and put our tiny on our piece of land and build a bigger home, not too big. And then whatever we can gather from Tess, because we've called our tiny Tess, whatever we can gather from Tess will pay our mortgage towards our bigger home. So tiny is never leaving. We just love tiny living, but hopefully, God willing, we'll have a bigger family and then we can kind of move into a bigger home. But yeah, Tess will always be with us.
That sounds like such a wonderful plan. And this truly is a really beautiful home. You have done such a great job with creating this space for your family. Thank you so much for sharing it with me.
Thanks, Bryce.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Deborah and Peter really have created such an incredible space for themselves here. This is a beautiful home. It's a family home. It's a place that connects Peter with his dad, and it allows Deborah and Peter to be close with their daughter, which is just so special. Beyond all of that, this is also a debt-free home that's allowed this family to already weather a pretty big storm, and that really is something incredibly special.